Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey, folks, I'm putting a video series of videos I've been doing for the while now. Over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, excuse me, I'm super thirsty. So, let's get into the review real quick. But before we do that, whilst I'm doing said review, I am inside the truck today. I'm also wearing a cool shirt. Folks, when I wear cool shirts, I like to highlight the cool shirts. What cool shirt am I wearing today? Well, folks, boom! It's my Bloodywood shirt. I love this shirt. What the fuck is Bloodywood? Well, they are an Indian street metal band. They originally started off a number of years back doing metal parodies of, pop songs and stuff. And eventually they went over there. They ended up having a song called Ari Ari, which was like a fully original song and had a great video for it. And it built them a lot of momentum. And all of a sudden they formulated this real thing. They got going and they've become a pretty solid success story in, the last few years. I was fortunate enough to go see them. Excuse me. Last year. Sadly, one of the singers was actually out sick for a few of the dates. One of the dates happened to be the one that I was at, but it was still a phenomenal show. These guys are fantastic. I have videos of the show I was at on this very channel, and you should definitely check out their stuff. But anyway, let's get to review because I'm thirsty. What am I drinking for y'all today, folks? Well, we're doing boom! It's Ting! Ting! It's Ting Sparkling Grapefruit, I'm going to say soda for all intents and purposes. I think I got this at a Mexican supermarket, I want to say. I think this was during the period of time when I was going over there giving a lift to one of my coworkers. And he just, every place I stopped off in his area just had, wonderful stuff that I'd never seen or heard of before. And thus, Ting Sparkling Grapefruit. Let's give it a shot, folks. Are you... Twist off. Yes. More and more things are twist off, I'm finding. I guess because they don't expect people to just have bottle cap openers on them all the time. Oh, please be good. I'm super thirsty. Okay. I'm down with that. Yeah, okay. Okay, Ting. You got me. So here's the thing. I'm not huge into grapefruit sodas. But every now and again, Fresca. I think I did a, what was it, Grapefruit Crush or something like that at one point in time. It was an imported soda. The thing is, grapefruit as a fruit sucks ass. It is not... There's nothing grape about it. And it's very not fun. It's not a fun fruit to eat. It's one of those fruits that, I don't know if it still has this reputation, but I remember growing up, it was always seen as being, like a healthy fruit to eat, and you'd see people in the morning eating some grapefruit. And I still remember the first time I ever had grapefruit juice. Because I was sick at the time. And my stepmom at the time, who was stepmom number one, she went over there and she gave me some grapefruit and some stuff. And she's like, it'll be good for you, help your immune system. And I just remember being very angry at her because I was like, this is some of the worst stuff I've ever had. It's not fun to drink. Not for me anyway. Now, you put it in soda format, I can kind of get down with it a little bit. So... especially as I've gotten older, I've gotten more into citrus sodas. And something like Squirt, when I was a kid, I was not into Squirt at all. I didn't like the tartness of it. I wasn't down with that. While I wouldn't say it's a go-to drink for me, it is something that I will grab every now and again because I actually like it. So, I'm actually pretty partial to this. This is, in fact, because the thing is, what this is doing is it's doing a good job of balancing the grapefruit flavor and impact. It's not overly tart. It's not overly sweet. It manages to find a nice balance. It's not as crisp as some other grapefruit sodas that I've had. It's a little bit sweeter than some of those. But I do actually kind of like that mixture. Like, I think it works well. It's definitely on the sweeter side of grapefruit sodas, which I don't hate. I mean, if I wanted something, if I was over there, like, let's say I just woke up, and a lot of times when I wake up, man, I'm all cruddy, and I got stuff in my throat, and my nose, and my eyes, and everything. It's not a fun time. It's basically like when the Neo first came out of the Matrix. Like, I'm covered in goo, and there might be wires on me. I live my life. Leave me alone. So, if I was going to go grab something to drink, a lot of times I want something that's acidic, that's going to, like, really just tear through the crud in my throat. This wouldn't be the best thing for that. Like a strong ginger ale, or even a stronger grapefruit drink might work well for that. A nice lemonade, perhaps. But as a pick up and go, grapefruit soda, yeah, because it's very non-abrasive. And like I said, while it is on the sweeter side, it still gives you a little kick. I like it. I'm a fan. In fact, and now I'm just sad that there isn't more. Really, the only particular grievance that I would have with it is just the fact that I do want that hit of acidity. And while it's there because it's on the sweeter side, it's definitely diminished compared to other grapefruit sodas I've had. But I'm down with it, folks. But 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. Yeah, absolutely I would get this again. This is something where, like I said, it doesn't serve the exact purpose that I would have for, like, stronger grapefruit sodas. I might have 1 or 2 of those around the house. Like I said, just every now and again, kick the crud out of my throat. This is something where I would go over there. I would have this just to enjoyably drink. So I'm definitely down with it. As for recommending it, whoa, excuse me. Sorry about that. You saw me chug a whole thing of soda. It is what it is. As for recommending it, yeah, I mean, it depends on what you want out of your grapefruit soda. It's not the most grapefruity of grapefruit sodas. It's definitely not. But at the same time, that can kind of work for it or against it, depending on what you want. If if you want something that has a little acidity, but maybe isn't, kicked to the face, I think this works nicely. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly Ting-tastic rest of your life. There might have been another Ting drink. I forget. I might have it in my fridge. I don't know. I have a lot of drinks in my fridge. In fact, I've been whittling them down. And then just today, I went out to a Mexican supermarket by my house. And I just had so many wonderful things that I'd never seen before. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, that's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. Trust me, I know it's not. I wish it was, but man, life can be stressful. It can be problematic. It can be, frustrating. It's important when we run into those situations. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to drink some Ting soda, grapefruit flavor that I have done here today. Maybe like me, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to be, okay, this is pretty good. Maybe it's going to go over there and remind you of that early 2000s comedy starring that Dax guy and that other guy. I think it was called Locked Up. Had to do with prison stuff. It was a weird movie. Dax Shepard, that's his name. Just look up his filmography. It was a thing. I watched it on Showtime. It's a weird movie. That was like in that weird period when they wanted to like make Dax Shepard like an actual star, and it's like, I mean, nothing against him. It just wasn't going to be quite the thing. But now he's married to that super cute girl, so yeah, there you go. But yeah, maybe it'll remind you of that, because in that movie, part of the discretion that got one of the guys locked up was that he wanted a Fresca. But you're not going to watch that movie again because it wasn't very good. Instead, okay, conversely, maybe drink yourself some Ting soda, and whilst you do so, maybe go watch the 95 movie Hackers, because Hackers is amazing. You know it is, Mark, in case you watch this video. Bye.